7 Eyewitness News, back to you.
Don't you just love Tabitha? Yep. Such a great story. There's still more news ahead. Eyewitness News at 6 begins right now.
This is New York's #1 news, Channel 7 Eyewitness News, with Bill Ritter and Liz Cho. Ryan Field with sports, and Lee Goldberg with the exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Now, Eyewitness News at 6.
New information tonight in the subway choking case of Daniel Penny. He faces a judge after the indictment in the death of Jordan Neely is unsealed. But first, we continue to follow breaking news, the dramatic aerial rescue of firefighters stranded in the Passaic River. And good evening to you at 6 o'clock. I'm Liz Chow.
And I'm Bill Ritter. You saw the rescue unfold live on Eyewitness News at 5 o'clock 1 hour ago. 2 firefighters stranded in the Passaic River in Clinton pulled out of the water.
Yeah, the rescue worker rappelling from a state police helicopter on the dangerous mission to get them down. New Jersey reporter Anthony Johnson is live at the scene with much more on how all of this unfolded. Anthony.
Yeah, in the background, you may be able to hear the Dundee Dams Falls. This is where the whole thing started this afternoon. Apparently, there were some contractors working on the water, and their boat came right to the end of the falls, and one of the workers fell off. That's when they brought in rescue crews to try to go ahead and save that person. Let's just show you what happened. They had to do dramatic rescues. The state police came out here with a state police helicopter. They propelled one rescuer down about 100 feet down into the water. He had to struggle a couple of times to go ahead and try to get the first person out of a fireboat. That fireboat had come to the scene to go ahead and rescue the person that initially went into the water, but that fireboat then flipped over, so they had to go ahead and rescue 2 people that were stuck in the water. They rescued the first person, they pulled him out, they took him over to the Clifton shore, then they tried to do it a second time to come down to rescue the second person still stuck in that boat. That one was a little bit more precarious because as they were trying to do that, the wind was blowing, and every time the chopper came down a little bit more, it caused more wind and more turbulence on the water, and that made it difficult to go ahead and try to get that second person down. So the state police had to do 2 attempts to try to get the second person that was stuck in the boat. On the second attempt, they were able to go ahead and rescue that person out of the boat from the Clifton Fire Department. That boat is still stuck in the water at this point in time, but once again, we want to show you the other boat. This is the contractor's boat. You might be able to see that is precariously just barely hanging over the Dundee Dam Falls. That's where we believe that worker who initially went into the water, possibly falling off of that boat and then into the dam. You could see by the rush of the water, the current, it was very dangerous out here. 3 to 6 inches of rain. Of course, Lee's been talking about that over the last couple of days, so a lot of water in the Passaic River at this point in time. So that made this a very precarious operation taking place. So it took them about 2 hours to go ahead and pull those rescuers, those members of the Clifton Fire Department, out of the water, because once they tried to rescue the initial person that went into the water, they got stuck when their boat flipped over. No word at this point in time on possible injuries, but we do believe that at least we saw the 2 firefighters that were in the water. They were rescued, and at this point in time, we're still waiting to hear on whether or not the contractor, what that condition of that person is. But a very dramatic afternoon out here on the Passaic River. That is the latest live. Anthony Johnson, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Dramatic indeed. Glad they were able to get everyone out, and we certainly hope that they're going to be okay. All right, Anthony, thank you very much.